You're listening to Heroes in the Moment.
What's up, heroes? I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
Today's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer.
Dude, it looks so good.
It got me hype.
I'm a hype, man.
Good.
I just rewatched it twice.
Hype. I'm
Yeah.
so excited. The first movie got a high response, mostly from after coming out on streaming, because it did not do really well at the box office, but it's very popular because of streaming services.
It dropped on Netflix, didn't it?
It did. It was on Netflix for like 2.5 years, and everybody loved it.
Yeah, we
on there.
watched it together.
We did. We watched it when it first dropped on Netflix. And the first one, as we say, personally, I still think the first one's very overrated, in my opinion. However, I still understand the appeal and why, and it's still a good movie, but I still think it's a little bit overrated. In what it is.
It was good, but it wasn't good enough to make me want to go and rewatch it. No,
right?
So I still haven't since then. But
I rewatched it, in preparation for Spider-Man: No Way Home last year, and I enjoyed it better after a second rewatch. But it's still overrated in my opinion. But I think this one has potential.
That would be better.
Better.
Dude, there's no way it's not. I feel like there's bigger stakes in this one.
You never know. I mean, better animation, more animation. Definitely a lot of different animation styles going into this movie. So it gets me hyped. But we'll see where it goes. So we're going to get into this trailer. I got it pulled up here. Going to go shot by shot, image by image, and break it down for you guys.
Let's do it.
So let's get into it. So the trailer starts off with Miles having a conversation with his mother. Apparently something went down. She did something embarrassing, or he's just having a hard time.
Yeah.
Something's going on there. What do you think?
I feel like maybe they're shopping together and she said something really cringe, and he's like, Mom, you can't say that.
You can't do that.
But either that or she murdered her husband.
Good night.
I really don't know though. It could be anything.
It could be anything. I know in the comics, Miles has a better relationship with his mother as to his father. And in the first movie, it seems more like he's closer with his father. Well, he was closer with his uncle. Obviously, ended up being a bad guy.
He was a bad guy. Yeah,
he was Prowler. So we'll see how it goes. But he's going to have a better, more relationship with his mother in this movie, as we see. And then while he's having this conversation with mother, pretty down and about, maybe mentally or whatever going on with school or work or whatever
Finals
else.
are sucking.
Yes, we see a montage from the original movie. We get Stan Lee, we get the original, we got Peter B. Parker, we get him looking up at Spider-Man, learning how to become Spider-Man, him, flying up, what's up, danger, you got the whole, which was the best part of the movie, in my opinion, him saving lives as the new Spider-Man and doing them things. We get that montage. And it just shows, Miles Morales, he's a cool character. Like, I've always really liked Miles Morales as Spider-Man. I know a lot of people's like, but it's Peter Parker always. And we have to realize they're two different characters, two different Spider-Men. Yes, they have the same name, but they're two different characters, right? Peter Parker will always be my favorite.
I mean, he's a goat. He's been around since the 60s.
Right.
Miles Morales has been around in the last, 10, 15 years, right?
I think he was introduced in early 2090s era. So,
all right, gotcha.
I do like Miles Morales. I mean, he's got style.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's relatable in a lot of ways because, you have Peter Parker, who's kind of this nerdy teenager, and Miles Morales he's a nerd too, but at the same time he's a cool nerd, so you gotta relate to that.
And he's probably,
he's got style,
Spider-Man, probably the best kind of knockoff, well, not knockoff Spider-Man, compared to Spider-Gwen and others.
Right.
Miles probably the biggest.
Oh yeah, definitely. So to get him back, all right. So then next up, we see after the montage, we go to the original movie. We get the ending of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, ending, of course, with Miles listening to Sunflower in his bed with Post Malone.
Yeah.
And Spider-Gwen comes in through this multiversal portal and said, hey, you want to get out of here? You want to go do some stuff? And he's like,
he's like, well, why not?
He's like, straight up,
it's a multiverse of madness. That's what it is.
This looks like a better multiverse of madness.
It's 100 times better concept.
I know.
Different worlds, different animations. We got to see 30 seconds of it, but this, in the movie. But this whole movie is going to be all about that.
Exactly. I mean, the first one's Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, and it was mostly grounded, but this one's across the Spider-Verse, so he's going into it.
Yeah.
And he's going to, going into and seeing all these different Spider-Man and Spider-Women and these cool different and Spider-Animals.
I'm about to say Spider, you can't leave them out.
Can't leave out the animals. So he's traveling across this multiversal Spider-Verse field, and then he interacts with a bunch of different Spider-Man that he goes up, and Spider-Gwen showing him all of these different Spider-Man. Yeah. And I will break those down for you right now that so far what we've seen just from this small clip alone. Okay. So in this, we see Spider-Man Unlimited. It's a TV show. So Spider-Man Unlimited, we see that version of the character. We see a werewolf Spider-Man.
Okay.
We see of course, Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman, who's going to have a big part in this
Yeah,
movie.
she's on the motorcycle, right?
Yes, the motorcycle. Spider-Man 2099, played by Oscar Isaac, obviously.
Legend.
You have Bombastic Bagman.
Huh?
Yeah. Then you have Insomniac Spider-Man from the PS4 game.
Really? Insomniac is going to be in here?
Yes, you have him.
No
Don't
way.
know how big of a role any of these will have, but he's honestly probably my favorite incarnation of Peter Parker is that Insomniac Spider-Man. So I'm really, really excited to see that.
Okay.
We also get another Jessica Drew variant. We get Spider-Monkey. We get Spider-Ling. We get Kang Parker. We get Business Spider-Man. We get Spider-Cop. We get Spider-Armor Mark 1, Spider-Armor Mark 2. We get Spider-Hulk. We get
Spider-Hulk?
Yeah. We get Mayday Parker. We get Spider-Man Armor Mark 3. We get the MCU Spider-Man has been peaked in here, but I doubt it's probably.
You think so?
It's rumored that Tom Holland might be in this movie, so we'll see.
Okay.
We got Anya Corazon Spider-Man. We got Old Man Spider-Man. That's funny. We got Captain Spider, obviously Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
We got Ben Kelly. We got Lady Spider. We got Webman. We got Peter B. Parker, the icon, the legend himself.
Yeah.
We got Business Spider-Man. We got Future Foundation Spider-Man, which is super cool.
Wow.
Where he works with Fantastic Four. And then we also got there's a little glimpse of what could be Andrew Garfield, maybe Spider-Man.
Oh my goodness.
We get the Spider-Man 90s cartoon. Superior Spider-Man was spotted.
Okay.
So a lot of different Spider-Man.
I'm sensing a Spider-Man theme throughout, you know. It seems like a lot of Spider-Man.
It does seem this way.
Bro, that is way more madness than any madness we've seen. Like,
the only cameos we got in Multiverse Madness was a flipping Illuminati.
I know.
That's
it.
Like,
they're pulling like all the different Spider-Man, like freaking seems like ever now.
I know,
with this.
and it's awesome. And of course, we get the legend return of Peter B. Parker, my dude. I love this man. He's such a homie, man.
Yeah, he's just so relatable.
He's so relatable.
You know,
like he goes from like not caring at all to like caring about Miles, and he's a legend. We got Jessica Drew having a good scene there. She looks pretty dope. She's using all 5 of her fingertips to spew her webs. Kind of sick.
All right.
And she's got the motorcycle, got the look. I'm surprised they didn't go with the original Spider-Woman. She may be in this movie as well. Yeah. Because Jessica Drew's the second one. So, And then we see a big focus on Spider-Man 2099, who is reported to be, we don't know if he's going to be the villain or if he's going to be like a misunderstood villain, kind of similar to like others. I think that's more likely.
Definitely more likely. I do think the villain obviously was not revealed, you know, in the movie. I think that would be dumb. But honestly, you know, we see other Spider-Man chasing them. We see 2099 chasing them. That begs the question. I'll see why. But
and he gets a mega choke slam.
Dude, that shit was cool, that was bro. Legendary. I bet you have to wonder, like, how hard is it to catch a Spider-Man? Like, right? Usually nobody can hit Spider-Man, right? Because he has the best reflexes of anybody. But can a Spider-Man hit a Spider-Man?
I think they can, and I'm excited because you have a bunch of different Spider-Man, you know, chasing Miles in one scene in this particular, and especially 2099, and then Spider-Gwen's like, I thought you were the good guys. Is like, we're doing the service. So what's his goal?
He presents some kind of threat,
right?
Either a threat or understood. You know, they believe it's that, but it's not. But maybe it's him coming through the universe, or he brings somebody with him.
First, in one clip, you see him, Spider-Man 2099, talking to Miles Morales in more of a friendly tone, and then later it seems like he's chasing him. So what broke? What happened? What did Miles do?
He didn't text him back.
I know he didn't. He didn't get the details,
bro. He didn't pull up.
He didn't pull up on time. I don't know, but yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what the kind of context this is and who the villain will be. Obviously, the villain of Into the Spider-Verse was Kingpin, and he was very good at that as well, and it was very good in rendition of Kingpin, so I enjoyed that. And then the trailer kind of rounds off with again him talking to his mom and saying, you know, how you will remain and safe and do different things well, right, and be good, and don't forget that you are good and who you are. So that's really cool. And that's pretty much it from the trailer in itself.
It looks so good.
It looks good. It's definitely a teaser. Definitely a teaser. Nothing super big.
Like over 2 minutes, though, wasn't it?
It was, but it didn't give a whole lot in that 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So, because a lot of flashbacks. A lot of flashbacks for the first one, was it? And ultimately, I do think this movie will be good. I don't know how well it will live up to the original, though, when it comes to like popularity. Because a lot of people really, really like it. I mean, the original's got like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I know, and a lot of people are putting it, you know, among the best superhero movies of all time.
It's on the top 10, 100 IMDb.
I don't understand. Like you said, I think it's very overrated. I can name you, 10 better superhero movies, probably off the top of my head. I think a lot of that was just similar to Avatar due to the special effects and the CGI, the animation, specifically the style of animation that they had.
Right.
in this case, we're seeing that, but like on steroids, this time.
Sure.
But
So we'll
what
see.
intrigues me is why, bro. Like,
I know
there's gonna be something really,
and I'm definitely hyped.
Deep
I mean,
down.
that's doesn't take it, as well. But I feel like people will enjoy this movie. I think me and you will like it better than the original, but I think
maybe the
most
casual
mainstream
fans,
will enjoy the original better. But we'll see how it goes.
All
We'll see. But let's go to our prediction rating out of 10.
Okay.
What we think this movie will be.
I'm going. Listen, man. I have high expectations. I'm going 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, I think that this can be a lot better than the first one. I think that maybe besides No Way Home and Spider-Man 2, probably not Homecoming, probably like maybe the third best Spider-Man movie, maybe fourth. But I really think it would be top 5, if I'm being honest. I think
we'll see.
It's going to prove on everything that was right with the first.
Yeah.
And with, I don't know, with who they got, what they're doing, like it's going to take a master plan to screw it up.
Yeah, that's very true.
My
prediction, I think maybe 8 out of 10. Obviously, it's early. I don't know. I think it'd be good, but we'll see. Obviously, it could go lower, it could go higher. I don't see it going too much lower. It could be 7 to 8 range, personally. But we'll see. I'm excited, like you said, and I think it definitely has a lot of potential.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, let us know by giving us a review and a download. Our podcast, Here's in the Moment, is available on all major podcast platforms, so check it out. Speaking of, our last episode was our Avatar Way of Water official movie review. The movie was hype. The reaction, the review, it's hype. We break it down, our pros, cons, characters, everything. We give you our 1 out of 10 rating. So go ahead and check that out. If you want to stay up to date with all of our news, announcements, updates, check out the socials. We got an Instagram, Here's in the Moment, and a TikTok, Here's in the Moment with an extra T.
And we just want to thank y'all for listening, and we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we love you 3000.